Hello my friend, today we are going to work with geoprocessing tools. Before anything, I just want to show you what my data look like. For example, have the regions data for Tanzania, and then I just have the lower part uh, regions for Tanzania and the upper part. Mind you, the lower part, if you see the upper part, there's a certain intersection within the lower part and the upper part of my regions. Okay, the geoprocessing tools you access by going vector and then you access the geoprocessing tool. So here you'll find the number of the geoprocessing tools. Other way to find the geoprocessing tools, you just go to a processing toolbox and then you just gonna search here. For example, in the vector and the geoprocessing tool, you have like the buffer. If you just search here buffer, you'll find it right away. And of course, if you search for clip, you'll find the same right away. Okay, friends, let's go direct to work with these geoprocessing tools. So the first tool we are going to discuss is the difference. So the difference simply is just gonna take the certain layer minus the certain layer. So just go to vector and then you access the geoprocess tools, you go back to difference. So if you click on the difference, for example, I just gonna take the upper part minus the lower part. So upon running, of course, you just save the different layer as a temporal layer or permanent layer. Of course, it's just learn here. You'll find here we have so what the difference has come. For example, let me put this off. Sorry, it has been not loaded. Let me just remove this and repeat. So again, this is my upper, this is my lower, and just go to vector and then geoprocessing tools, go to difference, and then I just go to upper part minus. Of course, I always put the upper part, so I just need to put the lower part. And then if you want to save it, you save like here. So just learn so here, so this is the difference. What has been done is just the upper part minus the lower part. The lower part, you will see the lower part is just like having the some part of a upper, you see. Yes, so it just take the upper part minus the lower part. So that's how the difference work. Another part we are going to work is dissolve, for example. So just go to vector processing toolbox and then dissolve. So the dissolve is just combining the part regarding their addition part. So just the lower part, so this is the lower part, the input layer, and then I just want to dissolve the dissolve field. So yeah, the upper part we're gonna use the input layer as upper part. Dissolve field we can just it's an option, and then if we click on learn here, so you'll find the upper part has been dissolved. All of the region has been dissolved to one region. Another part we are going to see like away is intersection. For example, let me just remove this. Okay, I have like the upper part and the lower part. I have the upper part and the lower part. As I said, I have like the some part of of the of a intersection. So to do intersection, just go vector and then geoprocessing tools and then intersection. If you click on the intersection, the input layer is the upper part and the overlay layer is just the lower part, and then these are the options, for example, for real, and just click on learn. So here is our intersection. So here is the part that the both uh, upper and the lower part intersect. So that the another tool to discuss today is symmetric difference. Symmetric difference, as we started in mathematics, for example, it's just gonna take or join the part that not belong to intersection. So just go to vector, for example, and then if you let me just delete this, remove the layer, and then if you just go to vector and then Geoprocessing Tools and then symmetric difference, if you click that, the upper part here is the lower part, and then for symmetric difference, if just learn, see what you got like the symmetric difference as just combining the two upper and the lower, but without including the intersection. So that is symmetric difference. The another part to discuss or another tool to discuss today is is union. And then for example, let me just do this and then just want to unite these, the upper and the lower. So just gonna vector and then geoprocessing tools, and then you just go to union. If you click on the union, the input layer is just the lower part, the overlay, let me just use the upper part. If you click learn, you'll find like the layer loaded is union, is just the union of the upper part and the lower part. Another tool to discuss today is to eliminate the selected. For example, I just want to select, for example, this is union, and then I just select some of the region. So here's my region that I've been select. So for example, if you just go to vector again and then processing tools, if just eliminate selected polygon, the input layer is union. So if you just learn here, I'm sorry, we need to select here the merge field where it has to be joined to the largest area, the smallest area, or the largest common bond. For example, if just cancel code and then I've just select, I want to select on one part, for example this one, and then I just go back to vector and then processing toolbox, and then if just go to eliminate select point, and then I just want to merge with the largest area. So if the largest area is the quick learn, here you'll find like the, let me just pull it this way for you to cut the point. Let me unselect this. So what it has been done is this region has been united with the largest region. So that's how it has been done. This region, it has been added to. For example, if you just gonna learn another trial, for example, I'm sorry, I've been have to select this and then just go to vector processing tools and then eliminate selected. I just want to be the merge to a smallest area. So just learn, look what you've done. So the selected part has been added. I'm sorry, I've just put the long issue. Sorry, let me remove this. I'm too far. Just see again vector processing toolbox and then eliminator select. This is union and then the merge area small. So just learn. Another part to discuss here today is convex hull. Convex, for example, I just want to select this region, for example. So if I select this region and then go to vector and then just processing tools and then go to convex hull. Click on the convex. This is my loaded layer, of course, and then if just learn here, you'll see how the convex hull has done. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this way. Let me remove this and then try again. So this is my region selected, and then just go to vector geoprocessing tools and then convex hull, and then union, my layer has to be this, and then select features on. So for the selected features on, and then if you click learn, you'll see how the convex it does. Just if just convert this to line, for example, and then we see how it has been done. Okay, so you see how this is my selected region, so it's just drawing the line alongside the boundary of my shapefile of my data. I mean, another tool to discuss here today is Clip for Lil. For example, I just need this. Let me just convert back. Of course, let me use another example. For example, this is my layer, and then I just select more regions, and then I just go back to vector, and then processing, then convex hull for Lil, and then I just selected features here, and then learn, for example. So after that, this is my convex hull, and I just gonna, let me try to use to merge this or to dissolve for Lil. So just go to vector, and then processing tools, and then I just want to dissolve this, and then yes, convex hull, and then learn. So here is my shape. So I just want to clip the shape with the regions. That's my point. So just go back to vector, and then geoprocessing, and then I just want to do clip. So the convex hull, no, I just use the dissolve one. So I'm just gonna use the dissolve with my shapefile, which is this one, and then this is should be this one, and then I've just learn. So you see, oh, I'm sorry, this something error here. Yeah, we can just upside down data. So just go back to vector, and then processing, and then just go to clip, and then I'll just input layer to be my upper layer, which is this one, and then I just the dissolve one here, and then if just learn, you'll find like we have the dissolved layer. So this is I mean the clipped layer. So this is just my clipped layer. The last part to discuss here today with you is just the the buffer issue. So for example, I just wanna use this. Let me just convert this to a line here. Yeah, let me use this. Let me put it back. Then let me just minimize this. So yeah, so let me just remove all of the part. So I've been remaining with this line. So I'm just gonna show you how to work with the buffer. So vector processing in the buffer, the convex hull for this. This is dissolve. So just gonna use the dissolve, and then I just want to specify the distance. This is I'm sorry, I need to change this to U2. To do so, just right click, save layer, or export layer, save features as, and then just file name. So here you need to change the layer to UTM zone for Lil here. So I'm just gonna use this part. This is from my country, and then click OK. Yeah, and then okay here. So after that, I just convert again to line. So yeah, done. And then I just like the same, just go to vector, processing toolbox, then buffer. Right here, this is meter, so this my input layer is line dissolved, and then the specified distance for area I just want to be 100 meters, and then if just learn, you'll find, oh, I'm sorry, that's what too large. Let me try again. Vector processing, then buffer, so vector buffer, then my line dissolved, and then turn distance, and just like try to run. So upon running, just see have the buffered. So just see, this is my line. So you see it's just extract the 10 distance from my line layer. So that's how a little processing tools work in Qgis. Thanks, share, subscribe for more video that's hard to come. Thanks.